I know you all had kind of different experiences with the professors about what you can actually lesson plan and how you communicated. So our experience, me and Corey, we had a pretty good relationship with the professor. Whenever we had ideas, we would either talk about them right after class or through email, and this is what we want to do. And she's pretty open about it. You know, we didn't try to do anything sneaky. That's the important thing, is you don't want to come up with a lesson plan that your professor is going to be absolutely unaware of. So that way, if the students come the next day in the class and say, well, we learned this in SI, and they would be like, what? You know, you don't want to do that. You just want to have an open line of communication. So we did try our best to come up with ideas, the only time is if she wanted something specific done, you know, hammer it down in SI, then we did it, of course. And,
right.
I don't know what your experiences were like, but.
Well, I've had both. I've had one instructor who just really kind of gave me free rein to do whatever with the lesson plans. She didn't really correspond with us as much. She did, we'd see her in class and she'd be like, okay, what are you guys doing? And we'd tell her and she'd be like, great. And and it was that easy. And then I had another professor who was very involved, and she would say, okay, this is what we're talking about now. Here's what I'd like you to do in SI. We still kind of had autonomy with the content of what we're doing. It's just, she wants us to talk about rhetorical triangle or talk about rhetorical triangle. Or she wants us, to talk about introductory paragraphs. That's another one. That's what we do. Or we'd finish the lesson plan and she'd be like, oh, I really want you guys to finish that video we get to do. So a little less free rein with what we wanted to do, but a little more involved. Both ways work. Both ways have their benefits. With less involvement from the professor, you have a little bit more freedom, and you can get a little more creative with the lesson plans. But you still always want to be corresponding with what's happening in class. The downside to that is it's a little harder to plan in advance, and you do your best, but you're always kind of having to make adjustments along the way. Whereas the other way, the benefit is that you have your lesson plan, it's ready to go. Professor has given their stamp of approval, and that's that. But you don't have as much room to be creative or to decide what topic that you want to be discussing. Right. What about you guys?